Awesome video with Damos in the class. Today's aim is order of operations. Our first problem, explain the steps involved in evaluating the expression. So, we have bracket, parentheses, 4 plus 2, close parentheses, take away 1, close bracket, times 3. So, the first way we have to do to solve this problem is we have to know what to do first. And that's when you have to remember the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, right? So in case you didn't remember that, we have parentheses and brackets are both the same. So we have parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, then we have addition, I'm going to have to write it over here, and then subtraction. So that's how we have our order of operation. So parenthesis is if you have 1. Parentheses is because we have 2, so it would be that. All right, so now moving on. Parentheses and brackets, they take to both the same form. So we have both brackets and we have parentheses. So that just means we have to do that first. So whatever's inside of the brackets, all of this has to get handled before we can touch the outside. So inside of those brackets, these are the brackets, and inside the brackets we have the parentheses. So now we're going to solve what's in the parentheses. So what do we have in the parentheses?
4 plus 2.
4 plus 2 exactly is how much?
6.
6. So I like to write that right up underneath. And I'm going to close my bracket. Why? Because we solved what's in here. So now we no longer have parentheses, but we do still have our bracket. And I'm going to rewrite the take away 1 and close bracket times the 3. Now, the same way like parentheses, the brackets is the same way. We have to solve what's in the brackets first. So we have 6, take away 1. So what's the answer?
5.
Exactly, great job. So now we get 5 for this, but we still have to write the times 3. So I'm going to move it over here just so I can have room because I want to leave the rest of the stuff there. So now we have 5 times 3. So 5 times 3 equals?
Equals 15.
Great job. Equals 15. And that is the answer. 15. All right, so for our next problem, we have, would the value of parentheses 12 take away 4 parentheses divided by 4 plus 1 change if the parentheses were removed? And I'm going to explain. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to solve it this way so we can see what that answer is. And then we'll solve it without so we can see. So now you see the problem. I'm just going to rewrite it up here. Parentheses 12 take away 4 and close parentheses divided by 4 plus 1. All right. So now using our order of operations, which is our parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Which one comes first?
Parentheses.
Parentheses, exactly. So now we're going to do what's in the parentheses. So that's 12 take away 4.
Equals 8.
Yo, great job. You're on it. All right, so I like to put that right up underneath there. And we're done with the parentheses. So now we just rewrite the rest of the problem divided by 4 plus 1. All right, and so now the order operation means we have to do things in order. So parentheses we already used. We don't have any exponents. We don't have multiplication, but we do have division. So that's what we're going to do first. So 8 divided by 4 is how much?
2.
Great job. And like I say, I like to put that right up underneath there. Then we rewrite the rest of the problem. And we have 2 plus 1
Equals 3.
equals 3. Great job. So that is the answer to that. All right, so we now have 12 take away 4 divided by 4 plus 1. No parentheses. So we just check our list. We don't have parentheses. We don't have exponents. We don't have multiplication. We do have what?
Division.
Division. So that's what we have to do first. So we're going to go in and do 4 divided by 4 is how much?
0. 1.
Exactly. 1. So we put our take away 12 in front and our plus 1 behind. So now we look at our list again and we go on down it. We don't have any parentheses. We don't have any exponents. We don't have any multiplication, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any division. We do have addition. Addition comes first, correct?
Yeah.
However, this is the trick part. Addition and subtraction are on the same level, which means whichever comes first is what we do, moving from left to right. Moving from left to right. So we have subtraction and we have we have subtraction and addition. But we're going from left to right, so it's whichever we get to first. So 12 take away 1 is how much?
10.
Nope. Close.
11.
There you go. 11. So now 11 plus 1 equals how much?
Equals 12.
There we go. Great job. So, did the answer change?
Yes.
And why did it change?
Because the first time we got a 3, and the second time we have a 12.
Well, that's just telling us what answers we got different, which is correct. However, the change is the fact that we don't have parentheses. So that changes the order in which we do the problem. So we did the order of the problem different, so we got a different answer. All right?
Yeah.
All right, great job. All right, so for our next problem, we got bracket 7 times parentheses, 6 take away 1, close parentheses, bracket plus 100. All right, so we look at our list and we know that brackets and parentheses are on the same level. So they're both the same. We have to do them first. So we have a bracket and we also have parentheses, which means we have to do what's inside the bracket first. So we go to the parentheses inside the bracket and we have 6 take away 1 equals
5.
Great job. So we put the 5, we keep our bracket times 7, and we keep our bracket plus 100. And so now we have to do what's in the brackets. 7 times 5 is how much?
7 times 5 equals 35.
Great job. And we have 35 plus the 100. And the easiest way to do that is we have no 1s, we have no 10s, we have 1s, we have 10s. We just throw that up in there and that gives us a 135. And that's the answer, 135. Great job. Moving on to number 4. We have 17 plus 4 times 3. So we look at our list. Do we have any parentheses or brackets?
No.
Do we have exponents?
No.
Do we have multiplication?
Yes.
So that's what we have to do first. So we go in and we have 4 times 3 is how much?
Equals 12.
Great job. Plus the 17 in front and we equal. Now, it might not be easy for everyone to do it horizontal, so I'll write it vertical. So 17 plus the 12, so you can see it much easier. 7 plus 2
7 plus 2
is
9.
There we go. And 1 plus 1?
1 plus 1 equals 0.
Huh?
1 plus 1 equals 2.
All right now.
Yeah, 2.
2. So we get an answer of 29. Great job. All right, so moving on to number 5. We have parentheses, 8 plus 1, close parentheses, plus 9 times 7. So we do the same thing as always. We look at our list. We have parentheses?
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we got to do first. 8 plus 1 is how much?
9.
We get a 9 plus, we have to write the rest of the problem, 9 times 7. And then we do the same thing. We look at our list. Do we have any parentheses still?
No.
Any exponents?
No.
Any multiplication?
Yes.
So that's what we have to do. 9 times 7, do you remember?
9 times 7.
Is?
56.
Nope. That's 9 times 6.
65.
63.
63.
Close. So 63, gotta practice, because if you don't, you'll forget. So 63 plus 9 is always easier to write it vertical. So you keep it like this for the problem, but you can always go to the side and work your stuff. So 63 plus 9. We have 9 plus 3 is how much?
12.
There we go. We put the 2, we carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is how much?
7.
There we go, 7. So we get an answer of 72. Great job. All right, so for our problem number 6, these are still a bracket. It's just another way for you to understand that all of this has to be done first before we touch anything on the outside. So we're starting with our brackets, right? But we're starting within the brackets, which is in the parentheses. So we're going to go with 4 times 3 is how much?
12.
So the parentheses are going. We still have this bracket divided by 2, close bracket, plus 3 times 6. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing still applies. The brackets has to be done first. So what is 12 divided by 2?
6.
Great job. So we put a 6 here, plus the 3, and it's still in our bracket. Well, it's really in the squiggly one, which is still another form of a bracket. Which, just to let you know, you have to do that first. Okay? So now, what's 6 plus 3?
9.
Great job. So now we have 9 times 6. And this is when you can say that answer again. What's 9 times 6?
63. No. 56.
Nope. You need to practice. You close. What's 9 times 5?
45.
Count up 9 more.
54.
There we go. Great job. 54. 9 times 6 is 54, and that is the answer to the problem. Great job. All right, so moving on to number 7. We have 8, parentheses, 3 plus 4, close parentheses, divided by 2. So looking at our list, what are we going to do first?
Parentheses.
That's right. So what's in the parentheses?
3 plus 4.
Is how much?
7.
There we go. Great job. So 7, we done with the parentheses. But when anything is right next to the parentheses, what does that mean? That means we multiply.
Multiply.
Okay? I should have wrote it there. I'm sorry if I did. Yeah, I was supposed to write it. I'm sorry, I'm moving too fast. That's algebra style. But always remember, since I didn't write it, anytime a number is right next to the parentheses, you're gonna see that as math moves on, that it automatically means multiply. Okay? But I don't want to confuse you all too bad. So let me move this back. Sorry guys. I'm sorry, I apologize. So 8 times, and this was number 7, but that's what that means. Okay? So now we just bring down the 8 times 7, And on the back end, divide 2. All right? So now, do we have any parentheses?
No.
Do we have any exponents?
No.
Do we have multiplication?
Yeah.
And we have division?
Yeah.
Right. So, same rules apply. It's still moving from left to right. So, whichever one comes first. So, we will have to do the multiplication first. So, what's 8 times 7?
86.
There we go. That's when the 56 comes up. Okay? Divided by 2. All right? So, horizontal is not easy. So, we just put the 56 in the house. We put the 2 on the side. And we go into divide. Correct?
Yes.
All right. So, how many groups can we get out of 5 out of 2?
We got 2.
Right? We get 2 groups. And what's the multiplication? 2 times 2 is what?
4.
We put the 4 underneath the 5. We subtract. 5 take away 4 is how much?
1.
We get a 1. But we must bring down our 6. And now we have 16. How many groups of 2 can we get out of 16?
We get 8.
There we go. We put our 8 up here. We do the multiplication. 8 times 2 is how much?
16.
We have our 16. We subtract. We have 0. So our answer is
28.
28. Great job. All right, so now moving on to number 8, we have 39 plus 6 divided by 2. So the first thing you ask yourself is, do I have any parentheses?
No.
Do I have any exponents?
No.
Do I have any multiplication?
No.
Do I have division?
Yeah.
That's what we got to do first. So what's 6 divided by 2?
6 divided by 2 equals 3.
All right, great job. Get a 3 plus the 39 in front. And I always like to write it vertical. So 9 plus 3 is how much?
9 plus 3 equals 12.
All right, carry the 1. And 1 plus 3.
1 plus 3 equals 4.
And we get an answer of 42. Great job. All right, so for number 9, we have 24 divided by bracket, parentheses, plus 3 plus 1, close parentheses, times 2, close bracket. So, what are we going to do first?
The parentheses.
That's right. We're going to do the 3 plus 1. How much?
4.
So, we put our 4. We still have our bracket. We have divide 24 in front. And on the back, we have times 2 in the bracket. So, now what are we going to do?
4 times, then we do 4 times 2.
Great job.
8.
That's right. We get an 8. Divided by 24. Know what that answer is?
We get 3.
There we go. Great job. Answer is 3. All right, so moving on to number 10. We have 5 divided by 5 plus 4 times 12. So we check our list. Do we have any parentheses?
No.
Do we have any exponents?
No.
Do we have multiplication?
Yes.
All right. But remember, multiplication and division is on the same lines, which means we have a division here, we have multiplication here. But moving from left to right, whichever comes first. So 5 divided by 5
Which
comes
one?
first. Equals 1. Great job. So we put a 1 here plus 4 times the 12. Now we look at our list again. No parentheses. No exponents. Do we got multiplication?
Yes.
All right. So what's 4 times 12?
48.
Great job. So we get a 48 here. Plus 1 equals, what's 48 plus 1?
49.
There we go. That's the answer. Great job. 49. You're getting really good at this. All right, so moving on to number 11. We got bracket, 6, take away parentheses, 3 times 2, close parentheses, close bracket, plus 4. So, what are we going to do first?
The parentheses.
Always. Because inside the brackets, it's just letting us know that all of this inside of here has to get dealt with first. But what gets dealt with first in here is always the parentheses. So 3 times 2 is how much?
6.
There we go. So we got 6, take away the 6, close bracket, plus 4. So remember, the brackets have to be done first. So what's 6 take away 6?
Equals 0.
So we get 0, 0, plus 4 equals
0 plus 4 equals 0. 0 plus 4 equals 4.
There we go. Answer's 4. We're not multiplying, we are adding. Great job. All right, and so for our final problem today, number 12, we have parentheses 4 times 8, close parentheses, divided by 2 plus 8. So I'm going to let you take it away. What are we doing first?
Parentheses.
So what we're going to do?
4 times 8 equals 32.
There we go. Great job. So we get 32 divided by 2 plus 8. So now what we do next?
32 divided by 2.
Down. 32 divided by 2. So it's horizontal. We just going to put it on the side. 32 in the house. Put the 2 on the outside. How many groups of 2 can we get out of 3?
1. Yeah, 1.
And 1 times 2 is how much?
1 times 2 equals 2.
So we put the 2 underneath the 3. We subtract. 3 take away 2 is how much?
1.
All right. So we get the 1. We bring down the 2. Now we have a 12. How many groups of 2 can we get out of 12?
We could get 6.
There we go. Great job. 6. Do the multiplication. 6 times 2 is what?
12.
12. And we have nothing left, which means the answer is 16. So we're going to put our 16 over here. We're not done yet.
Yeah.
16 plus 8. Right?
Yeah.
And so like we say, doing it horizontal is not so easy. So 16, 8. You add 8, count up 6.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14
All right, we get a 4. We carry the 1. 1 plus 1.
equals, well, 1 plus 1 equals 2.
So we get an answer of 24. And that is the answer. Great job. So I hope this makes it easier and let you see that the problems definitely look harder than they are as long as you follow your list. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Everything is fine. Always remember, multiplication and division is on the same level, going from left to right, whichever one comes first. And addition and subtraction, the same thing, whichever one comes first. Other than that, you did a great job, right? Proud of you. That concludes the end of our video. I really hope you got something out of it. And please don't forget, it's not about what you don't know, always what you're willing to learn. Until the next time, catch you there.